Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Patty with No Guilt Life.
And I'm Ashley with Teachable Mommy.
And we just got out of You'll Never Guess. You see what she's wearing? We just got out of Solo, A Star Wars Story. Press screening in advance, and we're ready to talk about it,
we
man.
We are so ready to talk about it.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna just address the issues that might have been out there. There were some rumors and there were some concerns about this movie for a while.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not above it. I was concerned as a Star Wars fan. I was a little concerned. But when Ron Howard took over, as Patty was saying earlier to me,
yep.
I felt a lot better about it.
Yeah. Han Solo, you know, I don't think we're different from anyone else that likes Star Wars. Han Solo's our guy, right? And so we wanted this story, and we wanted it to be good. And so when those rumors started that it was not so good, and they were even saying they had to get an acting coach for Alden, and
it was scary.
It was scary. But I will say that the moment that I heard that Ron Howard was taking over the movie.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fine. From that point on, I was like, it'll work, it'll work. It'll work. I have a good feeling about this, it'll work.
And Alden was your biggest problem with this? Don't be worried. He did an amazing job.
He was fantastic.
There were several times, like just the way he was holding his blaster, the way his mannerisms, that I was like, wow, like that's Han Solo right there.
Like, I mean, it's
New Hope Han Solo. There he is.
It's a young Han Solo. I mean, he's definitely much younger than what we saw throughout the years. But it works, it fits, and it's fun. I think that was my biggest. I think that's probably the first thing I said to you when the lights came up. I was like, that was so fun. So I'm excited to take the family. Oh, that's my thing too. A lot of people ask, you know, is this okay for kids, or what ages should you take them? And honestly, this is a really family friendly. I have no problem taking any of my children. My littlest is 7, and recently there's been some Marvel movies that I've sat her out of, but I have no problem with this one. The violence is typical Star Wars violence, and so if your kids have seen the other ones, they're gonna love this one. They're going to love Solo. It's great. And you know why they're gonna love Solo? Chewbacca.
I was going to say Chewie.
Chewbacca was fantastic.
I loved him. And honestly, gauging with Star Wars movies, my children who are 12 and 8 have not seen Rogue One, because Rogue One is it's really good, but it's very
dark.
It's traumatic for me.
Yeah.
And everybody you're rooting for dies, you're like, man, at least in Infinity War, half of them made it out.
Spoiler.
No, seriously, if you haven't seen that by now, I've got nothing to say to you. But honestly, I will take them to see Solo, and they're going to love it. And Chewie, yes, Chewie steals his scenes. He's amazing. He's got side-eyed and shades.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. The interaction between the two of them was spot on. It was fantastic. And there's a moment. It's in the trailer, but the moment where Chewie does become the co-pilot and sits in the co-pilot seat. Everybody clapped and cheered, because
you can't help it. That's the moment.
That's the moment. That's the moment. Lando. There was nothing wrong.
She's dressed like Lando.
I'm doing a little Lando cosplay bounding, whatever, right there.
Star Wars bounding.
If that's a thing. I made it a thing today, and I came as Lando. I would say that was the most, like, if you wanted a play-by-play, an exact duplicate of what you saw before, you're getting it with Lando. He was so fun. He was great. He was fantastic. And I was not disappointed.
No.
We liked Lando a lot.
I mean, pretty much you could close your eyes and you would think it was the original Lando. It would really be, like, he had the swagger, he had the way he talked, just the Han.
He nailed it. He nailed it. Yeah.
For sure.
And what else and the Falcon looks fantastic. It was beautiful, and then it gets beat up. But it's the Falcon, so it's fantastic. Everybody else in the film was great. Like, I really enjoyed the performances that they all turned in. So I've got nothing but praise for this movie. And I know that the Star Wars fandom is crazy. I say that with love. I do love you guys, but you're a little crazy. right there. She's one of them.
I like The Last Jedi.
Oh, me too. I liked it a lot. But so yeah, if you really do think that The Last Jedi ruined Star Wars for you, then don't bother. But I'd say go see this one. Give it a chance. It was fun. Go in with an expectation of just having a good time and getting an origin story of Han Solo, and you'll get it. And you won't be disappointed with that, because that's what this is, and it was a lot of fun.
I mean, seriously, I think any Star Wars fan, even if you are very unsure about this movie, you need to go see it. Do yourself the favor and see it. It's a really good movie. It's a great story. There's some slow parts, but that's to be expected in the origin story. So your younger children, they might not want to sit through that, but just keep promising them that Chewie is gonna do what Chewie does best. And there are tons of Easter eggs. I'm sure I missed some this time, but I was frantically writing down.
There were tons.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And if you're into the Star Wars canon, there is a lot of nods to the canon, which makes me excited, just like with Marvel films, how I get excited when they bring in the comic books. So
yeah, she was dorking out a little bit.
Just a little.
That's above my nerddom. I'm not there. I'm not at that level. But I did catch a lot of the Easter eggs myself. And it was like, whoa, they did not. And yeah, they did. And it was cool. And it was fun. Like I said, this is just a fun movie.
It was very fun. It's fun.
That's what,
you're going to love it.
Yeah, Solo Story. Go see it. May 25th. Oh my gosh, May 25th.
No, hold on, just re-edit. Yes. Go see it, May 25th.
May 25th. You're going to like Alden a lot.
Yes.
He was cute. He was cute, and he was. There were, like you said, there were just moments where he was just like right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Definitely did. And Harrison Ford signed off, and Mark Hamill signed off. I mean, what more do you need? You don't really need us to tell you it was great.
That's right.
Because Mark Hamill tweeted that it was great, and Harrison Ford showed up to surprise Alden in an interview. So
yeah, it's great.
Don't
guys.
listen to us. Listen to them.
Listen to them. They know what they're talking about. They've done this whole Star Wars things for millions of years now. All right. Bye.